Germany didn't just build tanks in World War II. They invented secret vehicles so rare, most Americans have never even seen them. Machines tested once, hidden away, some so extreme they almost changed the entire war. But one final design pushed engineering to its absolute limit, and it remains a mystery even today. The Panzer I was Germany's first attempt at mechanized armored warfare. Designed in the early 1930s, primarily for training purposes. Small, lightly armored, and armed only with two 7.92 mm machine guns, it was not meant for frontline combat. Yet, it taught German crews the fundamentals of tank maneuvering, crew coordination, and combined arms tactics, skills that would prove crucial in the Blitzkrieg campaigns. Despite its limited combat power, the Panzer I saw action in Spain during the Civil War, providing valuable battlefield experience that shaped future German designs. Its chassis would later be adapted for various self-propelled guns and support vehicles, showing how even the smallest tank could influence the evolution of armored warfare. The Panzer I represents the beginning of Germany's tank legacy, a modest machine with lessons that would echo through every subsequent design. Panzer II building on the Panzer I, the Panzer II added a 20 mm cannon and improved mobility, making it suitable for early war combat. While still lightly armored, it served as Germany's primary reconnaissance tank and saw action in Poland, France, and North Africa. Its light weight allowed for fast maneuvers and rapid flanking attacks, a key component of Blitzkrieg tactics. The Panzer II also served as a testbed for future tank technology, with experimental variants featuring larger guns and additional armor. Although eventually outclassed by medium and heavy tanks, it played a pivotal role in Germany's early victories and demonstrated the effectiveness of speed and tactical coordination over sheer firepower. Every Panzer II carried lessons that would inform the development of the Panzer III, IV, and beyond, bridging the gap between prototype experimentation and mass combat vehicles. Panzer III The Panzer III was Germany's first true medium tank, designed to engage enemy armor directly. Initially armed with a 37 mm gun, it was quickly upgraded to a 50 mm cannon as Allied tanks grew stronger. Its modular design allowed for constant field upgrades, and it became a backbone of the German armored divisions during the invasion of France and the early stages of Operation Barbarossa. Beyond its armament, the Panzer III featured improved armor protection, a fully rotating turret, and greater mechanical reliability than its predecessors. Specialized variants served as command tanks or self-propelled gun platforms, proving its versatility. While eventually overshadowed by the heavier Panzer IV and Tigers, the Panzer III demonstrated Germany's approach to iterative design, learn from the battlefield, upgrade quickly, and adapt to new threats. It was both a combat machine and a laboratory for German tank innovation. Panzer for the Panzer IV began as an infantry support tank, designed with a short-barreled 75 mm gun to help suppress enemy troops and fortifications. Unlike earlier Panzers, it had thicker armor and a more robust chassis, allowing it to survive on the battlefield longer. As the war progressed, the Panzer IV underwent continuous upgrades, including longer 75 mm guns capable of penetrating heavier Allied armor. By 1943, it became Germany's most numerous and versatile tank, participating in campaigns from North Africa to the Eastern Front. Its adaptability was remarkable. Engineers converted Panzer IVs into command vehicles, flamethrower tanks, and even mobile artillery platforms. The Panzer IV epitomized the German philosophy of combining proven design with incremental improvements, ensuring that even an older chassis could remain deadly throughout the conflict. Its widespread deployment made it a symbol of Germany's armored might and a central element in coordinating Blitzkrieg strategies across multiple theaters. The Tiger I was Germany's answer to increasingly powerful Allied tanks, debuting in 1942 with a formidable 88 mm gun and nearly impenetrable armor. Its intimidating presence on the battlefield earned fear and respect from both soldiers and commanders alike. Despite its fearsome firepower, the Tiger I was mechanically complex, prone to breakdowns, and extremely fuel-hungry, making logistics a constant challenge. Deployed in small numbers, it relied on tactical placement and ambush strategies rather than mass deployment. Each Tiger was a psychological weapon, capable of destroying enemy armor from distances where return fire was ineffective. The Tiger I not only shifted tactical thinking on both sides of the front, but also influenced post-war tank design, proving that concentrated firepower combined with heavy protection could dominate the battlefield. If only it could be supported by adequate resources and maintenance crews. Tiger II King Tiger. The Tiger II, also called the King Tiger, represented the apex of German heavy tank design. Introduced in 1944, it combined sloped armor up to 185 mm thick with the same deadly 88 mm gun as the Tiger I, now capable of defeating virtually any Allied tank at long range. Its sheer size and weight made it slow, mechanically fragile, and difficult to transport, yet on favorable terrain, it was nearly unstoppable. The King Tiger's deployment often involved small elite units, using ambush tactics to maximize its effectiveness. Despite limited numbers and logistical challenges, its reputation on the battlefield was unmatched, inspiring both fear and awe. The Tiger II symbolized Germany's engineering ambition at the height of desperation, a tank that could dominate the battlefield, but at a cost of mobility, reliability, and production feasibility. Panther tank. The Panther tank was Germany's response to the Soviet T-34, combining speed, armor, and firepower in a single platform. Introduced in 1943, its 75 mm high-velocity gun could penetrate almost any Allied tank at long range, while sloped armor increased survivability without excessive weight. Although initially plagued by mechanical problems and production delays, the Panther proved devastating once deployed. It balanced mobility with protection, allowing it to execute fast flanking maneuvers while engaging enemy armor at standoff distances. Panthers were heavily relied upon on the Eastern Front, where they proved effective against the T-34 and KV series. Their performance reflected Germany's mid-war shift towards quality over quantity, producing fewer but more technologically advanced and tactically flexible machines that could dominate even numerically superior enemies. Stug 3 and assault guns. The Stug 3, originally designed as an assault gun to support infantry, evolved into one of Germany's most effective armored vehicles. Its low profile made it harder to detect, while its 75 mm gun allowed it to destroy both fortifications and enemy tanks. Unlike traditional tanks, assault guns were often cheaper and faster to produce, making them vital for Germany's stretched war economy. Stug 3s were deployed en masse, providing both defensive and offensive firepower on the eastern and western fronts. Variants included specialized models for anti-tank roles, showing the flexibility of the platform. The Stug 3 exemplified Germany's philosophy of maximizing battlefield effectiveness with limited resources, proving that ingenuity could compensate for numerical disadvantages. Rare prototypes, Maus and E-100. Germany's experimental designs pushed engineering to extreme limits. The Maus super heavy tank, weighing 188 tons, carried a massive 128 mm gun and near-impenetrable armor, but its enormous size made transport and mobility nearly impossible. Only a prototype was completed, yet it symbolized Germany's obsession with battlefield dominance through engineering marvels. Similarly, the E-100 was a colossal tank intended to outgun any enemy vehicle, but it never saw combat. These vehicles existed at the intersection of ambition and impracticality, representing a nation desperate to achieve technological supremacy even as resources dwindled. Despite their limited operational use, they inspired awe and remain some of the most fascinating examples of experimental armored engineering. Landkreuzer P.1000 Rat. The Landkreuzer P.1000 Rat was the ultimate German engineering fantasy, a proposed 1,000-ton super heavy tank designed to carry naval-grade guns and crush entire battlefields. Although it never progressed beyond detailed blueprints, the Rat showcased Germany's extreme approach to armored warfare. Its sheer scale was impractical, requiring specialized infrastructure just to move, but it reflected the audacity and desperation of wartime German engineers. The project was eventually canceled, but the concept alone fueled imaginations, representing the boundary between feasible military technology and pure engineering fantasy. The rat remains a symbol of what could have been, a war machine so ambitious that history itself called it impossible. Panther. The Panther was Germany's ultimate tank destroyer, combining the Panther chassis with a long-barreled 88mm gun capable of destroying virtually any Allied tank at extreme distances. Its sloped armor offered superior protection, while the low silhouette made it harder to detect and target. Introduced in 1944, the Panther excelled in ambush tactics and defensive operations, particularly on the Eastern Front. Its combination of mobility, firepower, and armor made it one of the most effective armored vehicles Germany produced. Despite limited numbers, each Panther could single-handedly dominate a battlefield sector, proving that precision engineering could compensate for numerical inferiority. It symbolized Germany's focus on specialized vehicles designed to deliver maximum impact with minimum exposure. Nashorn and Ferdinand/Elephant. The Nashorn and Ferdinand, later called Elephant, represented Germany's obsession with heavy anti-tank platforms. The Nashorn, built on a Panzer III/4 chassis, mounted a powerful 88mm gun, offering long-range firepower with moderate mobility. The Ferdinand was a massive assault gun with frontal armor designed to knock out Soviet heavy tanks like the IS series. Both vehicles were effective in their roles, but suffered from mechanical issues and limited operational flexibility. These specialized vehicles reflect Germany's strategy of producing focused killing machines, sacrificing versatility for destructive potential. Each engagement demonstrated the deadly precision these vehicles could deliver, making them feared by Allied tank crews. Amphibious and special-purpose vehicles. Germany also experimented with amphibious tanks, half-tracks, and unique engineering vehicles like the Schwimmwagen, Panzer II amphibious variants, and the Bergpanzer recovery vehicles. These designs were intended to enhance mobility in rivers, marshes, and difficult terrain, showing Germany's commitment to operational flexibility. While many remained prototypes, their conceptual innovation influenced post-war amphibious vehicle design. Special-purpose vehicles allowed for recovery, logistics, and engineering tasks on the battlefield, proving that armor design extended beyond mere combat to solving real wartime challenges efficiently. Flak Panzer and anti-aircraft platforms. With Allied air superiority increasing, Germany adapted armored chassis to mount anti-aircraft weapons. Vehicles like the Flak Panzer for Wirbelwind and Ostwind carried rapid-firing cannons designed to protect armored columns from air attacks. These vehicles often engaged ground targets as well, showcasing versatility. The integration of AA capabilities into mobile armored units reflects Germany's adaptation to changing warfare dynamics and the pressing need to counter Allied air power. These vehicles demonstrate how Germany's engineers, legacy and post-war influence. By the end of World War II, Germany had produced a staggering range of vehicles, from humble Panzer IIs to impossible super-heavy concepts like the Rat. Even prototypes that never saw combat influenced post-war tank development in both the East and West, inspiring design philosophies in mobility, armor angling, and firepower integration. Germany's obsession with engineering excellence, iterative design, and specialized vehicles left a permanent mark on armored warfare. Every experimental chassis, every production tank, and every secret prototype tells a story of innovation, desperation, and ambition. These vehicles are not just relics, they are lessons in strategy, technology, and human ingenuity under pressure. If you want more deep dives into history's most incredible war machines, hit subscribe, like this video, and turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned, because the world of World War II vehicles is far stranger, deadlier, and more fascinating than you ever imagined.